Sup, dog? The video I made the other day, when I said he cheated and it was all about the finals and him using cheats to fight the cheaters. Well, he responded, and you know what? I gotta react to it. The content algorithm have spoken, and sometimes, it feels good to know that there's another person behind the account that has thoughts, feelings, dreams, nightmares. He was like, dog, who's talking shit about me used to cheat, even though he said he cheated and shit. I was like, all right, dude, whatever. The jokes aside, I find it awesome that he reacted. Not only did he reacted, but he came on my stream. Okay, so this is my stream. I titled it Kickstart the Week with Degen because why wouldn't you, dog? We're having fun. Road to 500 subs. I'm at 266. Like and subscribe, baby. Gal, always hustle, always hustle. But when I was playing about like 22 minutes in, Mr. Yogi Bear Gaming came, Yogirio, and he's like, yo, bro, good luck, have fun. And I was like, yo, I was like hella happy and shit. And then he was like, comment on your reaction video, emoji. Check it out, please, when you are available, heart. And I'm like, of course I will, dude. Because I'm a new YouTuber, so it's like anybody who comments, I'm trying to comment back to them. I try to give them the respect. I'm not that type of guy that has like a million comments, and I'm like, dog, I can't react to all a million because it'll take too long. But for now, since I'm small, I'll comment back and forth, right? You know what I mean? I was like really excited. I was like, dude, I'll do it in game because I was given respect. He respected it, came to my stream, let himself known that, yo, I'm the Yogi Bear guy. And I'm like, dude, I made a video about you. Welcome. And then I was like, nah, fuck the game. I'm gonna look at your comment. And then he was like, nah, finish the game, which, also he's respecting the game, right? Because I'm playing with two other randos and they're probably saying, why is he in the corner not playing? And then he's like, just wanted to make some things clear. And that's always scary for a YouTuber, dude. And then he said, that comment's so long, you might want to create another reaction for it alone. And that's what I'm going to do, because that shit was fucking long, dog. And then he was like, it's a joke, la, la, la. And I'm like, what was that, la, la, la? LOL. Back to my video. I titled it, he used to cheat, because he literally said he used to cheat. So I'm not, it's all true. It's all true, but it was a long time ago. He's the Robin Hood of like cheaters now, whatever. And I scroll down live. Remember, I was like live, but I read it fast for him because I was trying to give him the respect. And then I was like, I should have just made a fucking video. I'm doing both, all right? So this is his comment. Oh my God. I'm like, dude, this is so long. I respect it because he took the effort to give me all of his points, dude. And he gave me timestamps. I love when people give timestamps because I could go back and forth and read with them or, read with them and watch with them, right? So anyways, let's read it out. Yo, man, your video popped up, so I started watching. Great video. But from the beginning, there are a lot of misunderstandings from your side. So let me please explain. He likes my video. He started watching, so the algorithm is working. The algorithm gods are like, we know who this Joestar is. Let's throw his shit out there in the world. So that's a plus, dog. He said there's a lot of misunderstandings from my side, from my opinion and my perspective. There's misunderstandings. So because he gave me an essay, I'm going to grade it like a professor, okay? And the professor says you have your intro. Right? And now the body paragraphs to support the intro. So the intro says a lot of misunderstandings from my side. He said, first, I want to make some things clear about Counter-Strike. Now, I remember like mid in the video, you talk about Counter-Strike, which, all right, you want to start in the middle? No, you don't want to start at the start? But all right, whatever, fuck it. First of all, in Counter-Strike, when people cheated, it was extremely obvious. I mean, to tell you the truth, when anybody cheats, it's super obvious. But, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. It's extremely obvious. Got it. Of fucking course, I wasn't turning on cheats whenever I see an insane enemy. Yeah, but I don't know, dude. Like, the fact is, I don't know, man. I know you weren't just turning on cheats whenever you see an insane enemy, but, like, if the power is there, like, wouldn't it be very tempting to use it? And if you were the guy that's like, I'm never going to use that power, I am going to play fair and only use cheats when I see cheaters, then respect, dog, because you have a lot of responsibility to hold that power, man. You're just like Spider-Man. Great power comes with great responsibility. So maybe you're Spider-Man. Like, dude, maybe you're Spider-Man. I don't know if you played CSGO before. I did. It's a lot of knife skins and it's a whole market. But if someone uses the SCAR to hit behind doors to get 2 or 3 kills consistently, you can make 1,000% sure he is cheating. Okay, fair. So whenever I saw players like that, I turned on cheats. I turned the cheats on until he is dead. I turned the cheats on until he is dead. Aren't there like multiple rounds? So you turn them on every single time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird when you say you turn, it's kind of weird when you say you turn cheats on for one person to die. I guess turn them off to be noble for everybody else. This is like when we're playing online, we're not playing for like $1 million, right? It's not like a money match, 5v5. If I win, I get $5,000. If you win, you get like to suck a dick or some shit. It's not like that. It's usually just you're playing for, points or skins or whatever the monetary value of the game, what they have. But even then, you're just playing for pride. You're just playing for pride. So if your pride was like, man, this guy's cheating, I hate that he makes me feel this way. Like there's times, like I said before, where if someone cheats in the game, you just play a different game, or you play a different round, or you do something else. But the fact that you're cheating, if cheating is bad, why join the cheating? That's almost like let's just say there's a law. The law says no stealing. But then you see people steal, and instead of calling the cops and be like, dog, I saw this guy stole, you decided to go steal. And it's like, if you do that, it's just going to make everybody want to steal, and then everybody's fucking stealing, and then you have a bigger problem than before. Now, mind you, I use the Robin Hood analogy. So if you're trying to steal from the rich to give to the poor, it is a noble endeavor. It's a noble thing to do, but it's still not hitting the point of you shouldn't be doing that in the first place. It's weird. I know. Yeah, it's so weird, dude. When I saw that sentence, I popped off. But I generally did that to equalize the game and make it fun for everyone. Like again, why would you have empathy for other people unless it's your team from your, Discord chat? Like again, for me, it's like I wouldn't even do that. And I don't think a lot of people would do that. A normal person will play a game, get mad at the cheaters, and then they just either report them and play a new game, or they just uninstall the game and load a different game up. Like think about Very Bad Scav. If anybody doesn't know Very Bad Scav, if you're a Tarkov player, he's always talking about cheaters, dude. He's always like, I saw his content because when I used to play Tarkov, there was a bunch of cheaters. And so he looks at video and VODs from live streamers who are cheating, and he proves that they're cheating. And so then they get, kicked off the game or kicked off Twitch or whatever have you. But like a lot of his content is like that.
Crazy
I ain't cheating, crazy mother effers, he said.
What do you mean? I'm just running around. When there's gunshots above you, there's people above you, bro. Like,
yep.
People, bro. Like, how do you hear people, bro? You motherfucking guys, bro. Stupid motherfuckers. Like, have you even played the game?
This guy's kind of.
Yep.
The cheater guy's chatting up.
You can't tell everyone knows you're cheating. I ain't cheating, you stupid motherfuckers. Bro.
Yo, and it's really funny because everyone's like calling him out cheating, and he's just like, I ain't cheating, I'm good, I'm godlike, dude. Oh, it's like, nah, dog, you're hella cheating. So Very Bad Scav does this all the time, dude. He goes into the streams and he just looks at the VOD and sees, the bullets magically have magnets to the person, or they're just knowers, right? Or all the stuff that you talked about, Mr. Yogi Bear. Very Bad Scav, does the same thing. He looks into it. But the difference between him and you is that Very Bad Scav doesn't download the cheats to hunt these guys. Now, I know some of those people out there in the interwebs, they are those ethical hackers, the ethical cheaters, where they're like, oh, there's a huge pandemic. Let me just hack to go and, hack the hackers or cheat the cheaters. And then when I thought about it, that you decided to cheat because you're so mad about cheaters in CSGO, man, that's an origin story, dude. That's like Batman's parents died. That affected you that bad that you decided to be a cheater yourself to fight the cheaters. I mean, that's kind of funny and epic. Not every day someone's going to wake up and be a fucking bat superhero, right? They're probably going to just be a hero and just do the deed. They're not going to they're not going to get their tailor to be thematic with bats. But you, on the other hand, you were like, yo, cheating? Man, I'm going to download all the cheats. I'm going to do all this stuff. And it's like, It's a compliment because you're Batman and Spider-Man, but also you got to understand it's kind of weird and it's kind of too much, man. So anyways, back from that, let's see. You made it fun for everyone. Got it. I never turned the cheats on and killed the whole lobby. I know it's extremely rare, but if you know me, you can understand that I'm that kind of guy for real, LOL. If I actually knew you, I probably have a different opinion. Again, this is like my first video of you and my first interaction with your content. So I saw the tagline, I saw the clickbait, and I'm like, you know what? You got me, dog. You got my eyes on it. And I clicked on it, and then I watched it. So, you know, I'll give you the devil's advocate, but I don't like to trust a lot of people. There's a lot of people that say they're something and they're not. It's hard for me to trust other people. Let's just say that. Second, I want to make things clear about encouraging others to cheat part. You are right. Thank you. This man has facts and logic. Thank you. What am I right about? maybe I should read more. Okay. If everyone wants to cheat, then the game will be full of cheaters, and you can't trust people to do what I do. Lord Almighty, I reached him. Thank you. Yes, there will be players who just blast everyone with cheats. Correct. And the fact that I felt the urge to have cheats tells us something. Self-reflection is rare, especially in a YouTuber. This man got my respect, dog. A lot of people feel the same way. So when I realized that, I stopped cheating completely. I think you missed that part. No, I didn't miss that part. Like, I think you thought, this is going to be weird. I think you thought that I missed it, but I didn't. For me, again, it's very hard for me to trust people, right? And especially people I don't know. I always will give them a door that's open for redemption, a door to be better, right? Because we're all sinners. We all said some stupid shit in the past. We're human. I get that. We're all human and we all have problems and demons to face. So I always open that door for redemption and to just be better, right? Because I don't know about you, but in America, we have the thing called pursuit of happiness. And for the pursuit of happiness, you got to have that personal responsibility that sometimes you just got to change. You got to be better. You got to be godlike, dog. I think when you did stop cheating, you probably stopped for good. And you probably just played the game and enjoyed yourself. And you knew how other cheaters would cheat because you were used to be one. So do I think that you do it all the time? No. Back to Spider-Man. It's just like the Green Goblin where the mask is talking to him and he's like, put me on so we can fight Spider-Man. And then you're like, no, Green Goblin mask, I'm not going to put it on. I feel like that is your demon for years to come. But you know what? It's fine. As long as you fight that demon and resist the urge of the cheating goblin mask, then it's fine, dog. But you know what I'm trying to say, right? You know, TLDR, you stop cheating, respect. Okay, 835, you're probably joking, but I'll answer it anyways. What the fuck did I say at 835? Dog.
Even while shooting, your weapon doesn't behave the way it normally should. Most of your bullets will stay on target, depending on the weapon's original recoil and spread. So
Damn.
if you're using a weapon with a wide...
You mean when I said damn? That was a reaction. I don't even think that was a joke. Or did you do one before? I think the 835 is probably the comment before. So let's go back.
To understand 3 common types of cheats: aimbots, trigger bots, and wall hack.
True. Aimbots, trigger bots, and whatever the fuck you said. All 3 is true, correct.
Aimbot is pretty simple. It locks your aim onto an enemy player.
Wait, you mean the one when I agreed with you? Right? Because you said 835. Well, we got 4 more seconds. It's 831. Let's see if that 4 more seconds. You never cheat in the finals? How'd you get this footage, dog? Got it. That was a joke. That was a joke, dog. That was a joke. Because in my head, I know it is, but I'm like, how'd you get the footage? Because the name is blacked out here. B. Fortner or whatever his name is. And then there's Yoguru, YouTube, right? Yogi Bear, you. So I'm like, there's a name. And the footage that you got of 835, dog, there's no name. Let's say you're watching the Degenerate Joestar stream or a video or whatever. You clicked on something because you saw this old dude and you're like, let's see what about this millennial old man talk about gaming or whatever. And then I've done something and then you're like, I don't know if he's that good. And then, you'll have some suspicion, just a little bit, because you don't know me. I don't know you. So I saw this and I'm like, I don't really know. But I thought it would be a funny joke because, I am looking at this and I don't see the name. It's blacked out. So maybe the cheater uploaded, didn't want him to get cheating and, get flagged and his game and account get removed. So, but it's funny because I just threw that out there. So it was a joke. I'm sorry it didn't land. That's why I'm not doing stand-up. That's why I'm not Jerry Seinfeld be like, what's the deal with pencils? They're made out of lead. It should be called lead souls or whatever. Whatever shitty joke he says. I'm not that type of guy. But sometimes I am that type of guy. So anyways, but yeah, I was definitely joking. But let's read it. But I'll answer it anyway. Good. I searched the finals cheats and the video popped up the random website. I censored the website name with the cash out PNG on the upper right, as you can see. Oh, I didn't even see that. Later on, you made it clear that it was a joke. LOL. Yeah, of course. So let me get this straight. You were hot and bothered and you were making a whole goddamn essay. Then you finished the video and then you made edits. So I'm glad that you made edits. So you're a brain, dog. You're doing good. You cut the part where I was talking about something similar to what you said you expected me to say. It wasn't just about playing close range with a long range weapon. It's about cheaters playing differently, getting the first kill as early as possible to make it easier for their teammates. Let's go and see. Okay, so from the first one, 835, that's at the end of what I said, not the beginning. So 1353, I'm assuming it's the same, where it's not the end, it's the beginning. So I went backwards to go to the beginning at 1253.
For example, let's say the enemy team has 2 heavies and 1 light, and you suspect the light is cheating. Ask yourself, what is that player's role on the team? What
is that player's role and what weapon is he using? In that example, it was an LH1. Kind of like a sniper, but not really. I don't really get a lot of kills from hip firing that, so it's mostly a poke weapon. Kind of like the lever gun for a medium or the BFR for heavies. It is considered a poke gun. So if I see this guy just hip firing like crazy getting kills, I know he's cheating because it's not meant to be a close range dive weapon. The double barrel shotgun on light is a dive weapon. If he's getting kills with an LH1 consistently, like a dive weapon of the double barrel, then I call cheats. But that was the example.
Weapon is he using? So let's say he is using an LH1. A great light player with an LH1 and 2 heavies on his team would usually support from behind or play off angles to pick enemies apart. In other words, he'd play like a flanker. But when
correct, he'll play like a flanker to have his heavies support him.
Someone has cheats, they often become much more aggressive. They start fight themselves, they play on the front line. Why?
They play on the front line. So again, LH1, if they play on the front line as a dive for a poke weapon, for a class, it's supposed to be the flanker. That is kind of cheating because it's not supposed to be done that way. So let's just let's see what I said.
Why?
I don't know about that one. I've used weapons that are supposed to be long range or close. Different role. I use a shotgun for far away. I use a sniper for close. That's not optimal, but sometimes you get forced in those engagements. So I think that is a weak example. It's not. I don't want to throw the example out the way. I just think it's a weak version. His other stuff was pretty strong.
They don't even.
Your other stuff was strong. This one's weaker. And I think in my mindset, I'll give you, after rewatching it and seeing myself in your comment, yeah, if the role is like that where they're gaining all those hip fire kills from LH1, that does sound like they're cheating, right? But in my head, there are some times where I hip fire an LH1 and I just get a kill and I'm like, damn, dog, that was lucky. I basically gambled at the slot machine and got the jackpot. So for that aspect, that's what I was trying to talk about. Like, is it your other stuff talking about finding cheating examples through the footage was a lot better and stronger argument. Again, I didn't throw it out the window and just said, oh, it's trash. I was like, yeah, that's true, but not really strong enough. It's about cheaters playing differently. No, we both agree. I think you typed this. This sentence is a little messy. I get it. I think you and me were both talking about baseball, but I was saying baseball is you play with a bat, and you're like, no, baseball you play with a ball, and we're both right. Like, you play with a baseball and a bat. Like, we're both right. So I think this section, I think we're just talking past each other. We both agree. Okay, we both agree, dude. Okay, 1411. You're absolutely right. That's my bad. What? My excuse is not the strongest, but I don't have enough storage to store every single cheater clips. I already have 1.5 terabytes footage of my clips, so that's the issue on my end. Dog, you're a fucking hoarder, dude. I bet you have 10 cats underneath the couch, dude. This is what I do, dude. This is a pro tip. I know you're a Mr. Celebrity and you got a lot of followers and blah blah blah. But for me, I don't even save anything, dog. I save maybe one or two things that I thought was godlike and whatever. I post most of it on YouTube, and as soon as it's posted, I just delete them, dude. And I do have a hard drive to store all my YouTube videos as a backup just in case. But at that point, most of my content are like topical, like what the news of the day, or here's this video. Like, I could tell you this, my reaction video of your reaction to my video, even if I saved it on my hard drive and somehow my account got like taken out because we're in World War V and there's no technology because the robots are invading and technology is against the law now in the year 3066, no one's going to be like, I wish I could rewatch Joe Starr's explanation about Yogi Bear about the finals cheating epidemic. I don't think anybody would fucking care. But you know what? If they did care, that means we're doing something good, dog. Let's see, 1643. You misunderstood me here. I was talking about normal players who encounter cheaters, but some of them think that they're just crazy good players. So they quit thinking the game thinking, oh, this is too hard. Got it. I don't even need to rewatch that part because I understood what you were talking. You know what? I'll rewatch that shit.
Even play 3 games in a row without running into a cheater. The worst part is that some players don't even realize they're cheating. They think they're just incredibly skilled players.
The key word there, some of them think they're really skilled. Got it. You misunderstood me here. I was talking about normal players who encounter cheaters. You know what? You're right. I'll take that one on the chest, dog. I did think I misunderstood you there on the first reaction part. Yeah, there are some people that see someone do all these cool kills and they're like, man, maybe they're like really good. However, those people are retarded. Okay, I sometimes don't even classify them as human beings because how do they tie their shoes in the morning? How do they eat breakfast? How do they go to the grocery store to get groceries for a week or a month? I think these people are spoon-fed dummies. Or maybe, devil's advocate, maybe they're just really nice and open-minded. They're like, oh, it seems like everybody's good on the finals. Maybe they're like that too. Maybe they just see the good in people. But I can tell you this, dog, I used to think the good in people all the time until I realized that people are gross. I don't like people. So I always look at the worst in them. And then when they prove me wrong, they give me evidence or data points saying, hey, I'm not that guy. And I'm like, you know what? Respect. And I know they're not that guy. And right now, you're seeing it in real time. I do not have a lot of trust in you, but because you reacted, because you came to my stream, because you're doing good faith back and forth arguments, or not even an argument, it's more like a discussion, because we're both on the same page. We don't like cheaters. I have more respect for you. That's like, dog, you make me see the good in humanity. And that is good. So again, for me, I always see the worst in people, wait for them to prove to me that they're good people. And then you're in the club, dog. You're in the Degenerate Joe Star Club. Now at 1907, it's 2 minutes, but it's not because I want to make longer videos. It's my concept. I make music and dump my unused clips at the end. So he was referring to this part. What else to say? Even though I shit on you, he was referring. I don't know why you did 1911. You did 1911 or you did 1907. I had to mute it just because I don't know if it's copyright or not. But it's at 1911. We're moving forward. You didn't even do your. Oh, I'm fucking retarded. What else to say? Even though I shit on you, Mr. Yogaru, the finals, I'll subscribe. I'll like it. I'll give you some love. There you go, dog. I feel like you're trying to make a 10-minute mark so the YouTube algorithm, helps you out, because no one does 2 minutes of just clips and music. But at that point, most people will fall off after the message. Yeah, and I sound like the critical drinker because he always does it about woke shit, which is kind of true because you see it way often than usual. But anyways, besides that joke, yeah, I mean, you say that you do it because you like the music, and even when you were on my live stream, you did say that when we talked live, you said that the last 2 minutes that your community actually likes your clips and likes your music that you make, and it's like, yo, and I give you respect. I'm like, hey, if the market dictates that, that's what the people like, they're going to like that. Like right now, I got this guy, Pepperoni Pizza Man. I love seeing the reaction content on the channel. And I'm like, you know what? I was going to do something else. I was going to do, I don't know, I was going to do something else. But now that I know that one person out there from 7 hours ago loves seeing the reaction content, dog, the market dictates what I'm going to do, dude. And you know what? I'm here for the people, right? I'm here for the people. And until I get that fuck you money, that clout, that famous power that a lot of people have, and they get to do whatever they want, I'm kind of subject to what the people want. And the thing is, even though I hate people, I actually love people when they show respect. And you know what? Pepperoni Pizza, I give you a like, I give you a little heart. And he's a longtime viewer. He comes in and out when he pleases. And every time he's here, I'm like, yo, Pepperoni dog, what's up? And then right here, 2239. Again, bro, XDD. I don't know what that means. Is that an emoji? I do it as a concept. I don't care about the 10-minute mark at all. Okay, you already said that already, so it's like whatever. So you had to make a comment again? You can check my previous videos too. This video just happened to end right after 10 minutes, LOL. I'll give you the devil's advocate, dude. Maybe you just did it because it just happened to happen. And yeah, I'll look at your other videos because for me, I see people trying to push it out. And like, if the video is like really good in the beginning as a viewer, if I'm watching it, and I'm like, ooh, I'm engaged. I'm seeing this guy's opinion. I'm seeing, like colorful lights because, gameplay footage, or Leafy is here with the maze or whatever. Normally at the end, when they don't have anything else to say, they just repeat their shit over just to fill in that gap. And it's just filler. I don't like filler. When I used to watch anime, I hated the seasons that were just filler episodes. Most people don't like them. And anyone's like, oh, I like the filler episode. It gives you context of the characters. No, they are professional shit eaters. They're the habitual line steppers to eat the shit sandwich. No. So then you said, I started making my own music video for the vids. Oh, legit, dog. And people liked them. So I added this ending to my videos. Then I posted those musics for my videos exclusive to members. Oh, damn, dog. You a DJ? Giving them an excuse to join the channel and support me. Dog, you don't need an excuse from me. You could be playing the fucking banjo or the fucking butt flute, and I'm still going to subscribe to you because your video was entertaining for me. Your first video was entertaining for me. It also forced me to engage in your video. And guess what? If I made a video and the algorithm pushed to you and your shit's pushing to me, we're both supporting each other. I almost did a fucking 6-7, dog. Let's see. Thanks for the good words too, bro. Yeah, because again, I think I told you on stream, if I really don't like you, you'll really know I don't like you. And then it will be as big as an Ethan Klein H3 content nuke. That's what it will be. But I didn't blow up like that. I was just like, yo, your shit's good, but it could be better. And you know what? Sometimes you need that. I know you got like 2,000 subscribers and you got a lot of dick suckers out there, and that's good. You need that army. You need the Yogi Bear, Yogalaga, whatever your name is. You need that army. However, some of your best friends out there are the friends that say shit, yeah, you don't want to hear, but it needs to be said. And that's what that's me, dog. I am that guy. I'm the guy when you're surrounded by yes men, I'm going to be like, dog, That shit looks gay and you're going to lose money. And you might be like, ooh, that sounds offensive. Ooh, that hurts. But you know it comes from a place of love because gay people are cool, but that's not the market, dog. If you want to corner the gay market, sell some cool gay shit. But right now you're selling shoes. Don't make them that gay. Do black, brown, or white. The basic colors to get the most money. Now, if you want to have your, limited edition gay gamer shoe, then by all means, do that. But sometimes you need people like me to say, dog, hold up, wait a minute. Just like that meme, dog. I really appreciate a heart emoji. And trust me, we're on the same side. Yeah, dog, fuck the cheaters. Fuck them, dog. I was just a kid when I used cheats in War Rock. I still don't know what the fuck that game is, dog. What is that game? Let's look it up right now. A quick Google search says War Rock video game. I don't know anything about this game, but this, just from the images alone, it's like Counter-Strike and the Counter-Strike we have at home. That's what I see. Let's see, Wikipedia says War Rock is a multiplayer first-person shooter made by the South Korean company Dream Execution. The game is distributed as a free-to-play common form of freeware. Oh, interesting. Initial release was 2007. Damn, that's old. Now that we know War Rock, we have some context because I've never heard that goddamn game, dude. But I was a middle schooler, high schooler when I cheated in CSGO. I did wrong. Thank you, dog. But as I explained, I was more like the moral cheater, if that makes sense. Laughing face emoji. Don't use my words, dog. You didn't even say you were a moral cheater. I said you were a moral cheater, and you're like, oh, that was really good. I am a moral cheater. No. You never said that before, dog. But you know what? I like to respect that. I'm glad you could understand my perspective. I tried so hard not to ruin the game for others, especially the cheaters in my... I did wrong, comma, but as I explained, comma, I was more like a moral cheater, if that makes sense. I tried so hard not to ruin the game for others, except that... Oh, I'm fucking retard, dog. Okay. I tried so hard not to ruin the game for others, except the cheaters in the enemy team. This is the logic that you should not say, because I think you're battling your inner demons. Remember the Green Goblin Mask who keeps saying, "Oh, put me on, baby, put me on," and you're saying, "No, Green Goblin Mask, no." So I think that's what you're doing. And right here, this is a little cope. You're like, it's not, you didn't want to ruin the game for others, just the people on the enemy team. Even if there's a cheater on the other team, the other team members, although they are winning because they have a cheater, their game is still being ruined because of the cheater. So you being the cheater saying, I don't ruin the game, only the cheater. I mean, you're still ruining it because of everyone's cheating. In my head, when I see a game that someone's cheating, I'm like, it's a wash. I just waste 2 more minutes of my time while the countdown goes or until he wins, and then we get in a new game. And that's it. And then hopefully the account gets banned or flagged, and they get kicked out of the servers or whatever. Or you vote kick, because when I used to play Counter-Strike, everybody knew the cheater and say vote kick this guy, but that was also like a private server. Yeah, we're on the same team, dog. Great reaction video, heart. Thank you for the critique, and thank you for being direct about my words too. Subscribed. Woo! Woo! One by one, baby. One by one. So yeah, I'm glad that you subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for giving me the time to respond, or thank you for giving the time to respond to my video. And I remember when you were in my live chat, you're like, dude, you should do other videos for the proof, because I'm not a liar. Well, sometimes I do lie, but it's all for the fun of games. But you said, would you be down checking my other vids for feedback since you're here after the game? Know what? Nah, man, whenever I try to write something, it gets to leave on your end, I guess. I'm not trolling. Ha ha ha. No, I'm just asking you if or do you want to watch any of my other contents for feedback? It's like, dog, hell yeah, dog. I'm always trying to find stuff to react to. So, and the finals, I'm really into this game for the last month. So, if I want to talk about finals content, it's either Zen Combo Guy or you. And your stuff came up and I'm like, dog, let's do it. So yeah, I wouldn't mind making more videos and giving you constructive feedback, because again, dog, you're killing it. You got 1.93K subscribers. You are killing it. I can tell you this, that's probably 1.93 of yes men who are like, oh, Yakarigo, you're so good. Ooh, you're so good. But it's like, you need somebody like me that says, you're good, but you're not perfect. And this is how you could get better. If you make a video, dog, that pops in my eyes, then I'll make a video about it. Music from movement tricks you need in the finals video fight again, members only. All right, dog. Mr. DJ, Flamethrower Cooks, full heavy gameplay, the finals, Raw Thursday #1. Raw Dog Thursday. 2,000 hours taught me what? What did they teach you? What did they teach you? It says, I wish I stopped doing these earlier. Oh my God, dude. Am I gonna watch 10 minutes of you just saying get good? Because that's my job, dog. That's my job. But anyways, yeah, I think I'll watch some of your vids. I think I'll watch and react to a couple of your vids, but you know, on different days. You know, I don't want to do it too hard, dude. But one of these days, you might see me when you scroll and be like, "Oh, Joestar reacted. Let's see what this fucker has to say." And I'll try to be just like I have been, all natural, with a little bit of good, with a little bit of bad. I'll keep it classy. All right, I keep it classy. So there you have it. This is the first time I made a video. And the author of that video came to my stream, gave me a whole goddamn paragraph. And I'm not your teacher. I'm not going to give you an A+. Okay, you've passed. But yeah, you gave me a whole goddamn essay, and you even came to my stream and said what's up. And you know what? I like that. I think you and I both give each other respect. We both like our shit. You like and sub to me. I like and sub to you. Always be hustling. I better see some new videos, dog. But yeah, that's it, dude. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.